Jazzcast Pros.
So I am back and I want to tell you guys how we can properly juggle multiple businesses, because they say you need 7 streams of income to become a millionaire. And as we know, everybody is striving to be a millionaire. Everybody is striving to become a 7 and 8 figure business. And that sometimes that's not going to happen when you are in a service-based business. Sometimes you need to pivot and go to a product-based business. And as an entrepreneur, gambling and juggling multiple entities, you need to be in a fluid, moving environment. And what I mean by that is the more business that you do, the bigger your to-do list will be. So sometimes we have to focus on doing one thing at a time. So I'm going to give you a few pointers on how to juggle multiple businesses. Are you ready to elevate from a hustler's mindset to that of a CEO? Subscribe now so that you'll be the first to know when new episodes drop. The Heart of the Hustle podcast on the Jazzcast Pros Network. Well, hello everyone out there in the entrepreneur land. It's your girl, Coach Mo. I am back with another episode of Heart of the Hustle podcast. I know. Everybody has been inboxing me, asking me when a new episode will be coming out. But I have to tell you guys that life has been lifing and business has been a gamble. It's been a gamble. It's been a game. It's been mentally challenging. I do want to say that I missed you guys on Thanksgiving. I should have been coming giving you guys pointers for Black Friday. I have been going through it. I just want to let you know that I am not going to give you guys the fake. I will always give you the real in entrepreneurship. And sometimes as entrepreneurs, when we are handling the majority of the load on our own, it becomes a burden. It becomes really heavy. And sometimes we have to step back and refill ourselves and to refuel ourselves and to give ourselves a new look. Because most of us, even though we have a business, like my service-based business, it takes up a lot of time doing that one business. And sometimes the money does not equal to what we need to hit our goals or our financial needs. So we have to multiply what we have and create different streams. Okay. So with a service-based business, it takes up the majority of our time. If any of you guys are out there and you're estheticians or barbers, coaches, counselors, this takes up a lot of services. Means that you have to provide a service for somebody, which means it's going to require your presence. It's going to require more marketing, because now you got to get people to trust you with their skin. You got to get people to trust your skills and your craft. So it's going to require a little bit more marketing and a lot more creative promo, because 9 times out of 10, there's somebody within a 2-mile radius who's doing the same thing that you're doing. So you have to pivot and do it a different way. So what I encourage you to do is become a product-based business. Just integrate that with your service-based business. I will tell you guys a little secret. So I have been going through a process for about 5 months. I am trying to acquire, no, scratch that, because God has already granted it to me and told me that it's mine. So I'm going to say I am on the last steps of acquiring a turnkey business, which doesn't even require me to do much, because it already comes with a staff of 8, because it is a product-based business. People are walking in the doors. It's a revolving door. People are in line. People are ordering. It is a proven process and procedure. I don't have to do much advertising. Once I do integrate my advertising and my marketing, it's going to boost the sales. But it is a product-based business. And I am so excited because it is my dream business. And what I do want to say is that there will be some episodes to come, and I will map out how the playing field is not fair for us. The playing field in the commercial world, the franchise world, is not the same when it's one of us. When you are a minority, you have to work triple time. You have to prove yourself quadruple than your counterparts to get where they are. And I'm going to be giving you intimate details on the process that I've been going through, the ups and downs, the pitfalls, and the triumphs. Okay. So let's get back to this business. Juggling multiple businesses, you have to create a playbook for your staff. You definitely need a staff. 5 years in business with the Groom Room, I will honestly tell you that in the beginning, I did have a good team. I had a team of 5 people, and it didn't require me to be there a lot because they were doing the majority of the work. Right? All I had to do was just come in, do the marketing, do the advertising, make sure the supplies were there. But that starts to dwindle down because you have to realize that nobody is dreaming your dream. So you have to be there, because some people, they get like a adrenaline in the beginning, but that dwindles down. So you have to build a team of people with like minds. If you don't have a team of people who are on the same path as you, it's not going to work. If you don't have systems in order so that you can have a little bit of free time, or systems in place so that it's automatically done for you, appointments automatically done, rebookings automatically done, emails after their appointments automatically done, your payment system automatically done, your initial deposits automatically done, your questionnaire automatically done. Some things should be automatic so that it doesn't require so much of your time, right? If you do have multiple businesses, even if it's one business, but you have 3 streams of income underneath that one umbrella, I would do a priority list and an outline of priorities. And what I do for my priority list for my 3 businesses is I do the things that I dislike doing the most, I do them first. So things that I don't like doing, like yesterday, for 4 hours, I had to sit and I had to do the rest of the email marketing for the rest of the year. So that way, from now until New Year's, I don't have to send another email. All the emails are coming out 4 to 5 times a week, different emails, they'll get different images, and I don't have to go in and physically do any more emails for the next 3 weeks. Okay, that's what I mean by having your systems in place and prioritizing, having priority lists. So each business or each product based stream of income should have a priority list, and each task should be done separately. So one day I will do Love Monkey Beards, the next day I will focus on the Groom Room, and then the third day I will focus on my new venture. And yes, even though I am not physically open in that new venture, I am setting up emails, I am setting up marketing, I am setting up contracts, I am setting up employee handbooks, because everything has to pivot, but every business or every stream of income should get equal attention. Equal attention is going to be hard. So what you have to do is just base your week out and plan a day where you sit down, and instead of working in your business, you work on your business. So you may need 2 or 3 days to work on your business, but make sure that each business and has fluid motion and you have equal attention to each business. Each Instagram should have at least 3 reels per week. Each Facebook should have pre-scheduled posts. You should make sure that you are running ads for each business so that everything gets equal attention, so that those streams of income will be making you money in your sleep, right? The more business you do, the longer your to-do list will be. What I also do is I keep reports to gauge results and to maintain my accountability for each business. And what I mean by that is that you have to keep the businesses separate, but have a to-do list or a planner for each business, and take those planners with you all the time. So you know if you have a scheduled Zoom in one business, or even on your Google Calendar, you can have different calendar names, but that you still get those notifications for those different businesses at different times. The most important thing in juggling multiple business is bringing in experts. I'm not an expert in accounting and bookkeeping, so I have to go to Sun Lion Accounting, to Edward Spencer, and I have to obtain him And because I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to accounting and the taxes that I can get as a multiple business LLC, I have to delegate and outsource the things that I don't understand. If we try to fill our plates with everything that we don't understand, we will spend more time trying to learn the things that it will cost us less time and a little bit more money just to go out and delegate and outsource those things. Right? Very important to learn when to delegate as a boss. Even though we want to save money and we want to do things a certain way, it's not going to happen. Sometimes we have to spend the money to have the experts to back us up. Because my lawyer and my accountant, they cost per hour. My lawyer is $450 per hour, but I need him to go over contracts because I miss things that I don't understand. My accountant has to look over my QuickBooks because there are things on QuickBooks that I don't understand. There are things that I could be writing off that I don't understand, and he catches, okay? So make sure you are doing those things, prioritizing and doing your priority list. Prioritize and put the things that you don't like to do them first. But make sure you make a list for each business. Make sure you are keeping your businesses separate. Make sure each business has their own business bank accounts so that you are not using money from one business to support the other business. You will see where you are at for profit and loss if you have separate bank accounts for each business. This is a mistake that I made in the beginning. I was mixing Love Monkey Beard's money, the Groom Room money, and Monique money in 2 and 3 accounts. That wasn't right because Monique thinks that the Groom Room is hers when it's really not. It's its own entity. So we have to make sure that we separate our businesses and make sure that each business has its own bank accounts, operations, employees, and profits. So make sure that your income is going into one, your employee and payments is going out of one, and your operations account should have enough money to operate your business and buy your goods, pay your staff for at least 3 months. Make sure your operations account is always full because you never know what could happen, okay? And there's some other things that I wanted to tell you. Hold on one second, because I'm a note taker, okay? I write notes. I got too much going on in my brain to remember every punchline. And before I do an episode, I have to outline exactly what I'm going to say and what points I want to hit. Building a team, accountant, HR. So now that I'm acquiring a turnkey business, this business has been open already for 17 years. So the only thing now I'm doing, I'm taking over the income in the operation costs. I have to go in and introduce myself to a full staff of 8 people who don't know me, right? So I have to reiterate what I want from this new company that they have already been a part of for years. So I have to hire HR now because I don't want it to just look like I'm on my own here. So I have to outsource a human resource person to come in and speak with me to retrain my staff on how the new operation will work. And let me tell y'all this. That is the most scary thing because for the past 5 months, as I'm researching this new company, I go in there almost every day. The staff doesn't know who I am or my reasoning for being there. My reason for being there is to see how the ambience is, to watch how much money they make, to see if it is a viable business, to see if this is something I'm going to be comfortable in investing my savings in, to seeing if this is worth the gusto. So I speak to the staff and I get to know them through a customer's eyes. So they have no idea who I am. So when it is time for me to turn the key as their new boss, I want to make sure that my team is behind me. I want to make sure my lawyer is pregnant. My lawyer is pregnant. I want to make sure my lawyer is present. I want to make sure my accountant is with me. And I want to make sure my HR person who speaks their language, who can tell them how this business is going to run, is standing with me. So they don't just see me. They see a LLC. They see a team. You know what I mean? So multiple businesses require a lot of resources. And as long as they are profitable businesses, you can afford to outsource a team that is going to make you look strong, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to take up too much more of y'all time because this is, my re-entry episode. So what I'm going to do in the caption, I'm going to give you guys one of my free 21 ebooks, right? So through this storm, I have set and I have wrote 21 ebooks about business. And if you guys don't know, as of next month, I graduate and I will be a certified grant writer, and the writing is my passion. So writing grants was definitely something that I want to get into, and it works. It works. There are people out there who are philanthropists who believe in small business. They believe in ideas. And you know what? I'm going to give you guys a free grant book. So if you don't have multiple streams of income and you want to apply for some of these grants to open up a product-based business, if you are a service-based business, or vice versa, if you are a product-based business and you want to stream over to service-based businesses, and that doesn't just mean in the hair or beauty sector of the world, there are so many different avenues and ways for you to get money. I'm going to drop a free grant book that you can go apply for these grants. That will be my early Christmas gift to you, because I'm going to come in and I'm going to actually break down exactly how you apply and win a grant, the verbiage that you should be using, the logic models that you should already be writing out for either your business models or for your program models if you are a nonprofit organization. So I'm going to get in depth after the new year on how to obtain grants through grant writing as a business owner as well. So thank you guys for listening, and I will be back with you next Monday. We're going to keep this rolling because let me tell y'all a little something. I have been afraid to turn this mic on, and let me tell you why. I've been afraid to turn this mic on simply because I've been in my head for so many weeks now, working on this new business, trying to get the capital raised to purchase this new business, that it has literally taken me into a depressive state. Like with everything that's going on with, this season just being a season of grief for me anyways, but being in a stress mode and just fasting and asking my higher power for things that I know that I deserve but feel like I'm not ready for, and then he delivers them. It is a lot. It is a lot. So I have not been present with actually giving people and regurgitating the things that I am learning, and I have been so afraid to turn this mic on. I have been so afraid to turn this mic on because I don't want to give y'all nothing but the real. And I do want you to see my failures as well as my triumphs. But I was so into my transgressions and into my depression that I wasn't thinking about other people. I wasn't thinking about how other people need to see me crawling while they already see me running. So I need to definitely rewind time and show you guys exactly what I've been going through and how I'm getting through it so that you can also do the same. Because entrepreneurship is, for some people, a deadly weapon, and sometimes we use that weapon against us and we give up. Some people are so afraid of success that they walk away from it when it's staring them right in the face. And I can honestly say that I am one of those entrepreneurs that there was a time and place in the year of 2023 that I just thought about getting a full-time job. I thought about just giving everything up because it was a lot to bear with everything that goes on in entrepreneurship land, with the marketing and being the head of so many things and being responsible. It's a lot. It is a lot with being a mom and an entrepreneur, a aunt and an entrepreneur, a grandmother and an entrepreneur, a boss and a serial entrepreneur, and then trying to go for the gusto and get your hands inside of different pots. It is a lot. And I thank God that you guys are not giving up. I thank God that you guys know your worth and that you are waking up every day and you are turning the keys to your businesses. I applaud you guys for that. I applaud you for that because it is not easy. It's so much easier to punch in somebody else's time clock and for somebody else to give you a to-do list for their dreams, for you to make money, to make their dreams work and to make their dreams happy. That's easy. That's easy. It's so easy to do. But I'm very proud of those of you who are still on the road to entrepreneurship and you wake up every day and you give your gusto to your craft and to your small business, because we are the creators of tomorrow. And as long as you wake up again, day after day, even if you make 1 sale today and 3 sales tomorrow, they will be on the way. You will be doing 250 sales in volume per day as long as you stay consistent. As long as you stay consistent. Consistency is what is going to win the race for us. So I just want to give you guys those little gems, and I will see you guys next week. Make sure you click on the link and share this podcast with 3 of your business besties. Over and out.